Question number 1. The function of the system. In method in Java is the dash.
Great job! Handles reading from the keyboard is the accurate answer.
Question number 2. 3 basic concepts in object-oriented, namely dash.
On track is identical, has behavior, has state is the correct answer.
Question number 3. Below are the attributes of the bicycle object. Dash. Nicely done. Wheels, colors, brands is a solid answer. Question number 4. We know 3 main types of programming. Those are
Smart pick. Object-oriented, procedural and functional is the correct choice.
Question number 5. Which of the following is a user-defined data type? Bravo, class is the answer. Question number 6. What does scalability mean in the context of OOP? You chose the ability to handle increasing complexity without breaking. And it is correct. Question number 7. Java is both a programming language and a platform.
Good job. Your answer true works well here.
Question number 8. The function of encapsulation in OOP programming is?
Excellent. Protect access to data and operations is a brilliant choice.
Question number 9. A single object can also be referred to as an dash.
Strong choice. Instance is the right answer.
Question number 10. The characteristics of an object are known as dash.
Well done. Attributes is the right choice.
Question number 11. Characteristics of an object are represented using?
Smart move. Data is an accurate answer.
Question number 12. Making many copies of objects is termed as dash.
Good thinking. Object factory is the right answer.
Question number 13. A blueprint for a software object is called a dash.
Well picked. Class is the correct answer.
Question number 14. What is meant by
Solid response. A standard modeling language is a valid choice.
Question number 15. How do you call the characteristics of an object?
Correct. Attributes is the right answer.
Question number 16. In Python, a class is dash for a concrete object.
Right choice. A blueprint is the best answer.
Question number 17. What is an object in object-oriented programming?
Excellent choice. A self-contained entity with data and behavior is the right answer.
Question number 18. The main focus of object-oriented methodology is?
Sharp thinking. Object is the right choice.
Question number 19. What type of attribute is specific to an object?
Correct response. Instance attribute is the most accurate answer.
Question number 20. 15. The other name for creating an object is dash.
Exactly. Instantiation makes sense and it is right choice.
Question number 21. The concrete output of the class is called dash.
You got it. Your choice object is right.
Question number 22. Bases a new object or class on an existing one?
Well reasoned. Inheritance is the correct choice.
Question number 23. Which of the following statements is incorrect?
Perfect. Class is an instance of an object is the correct choice.
Question number 24. And dash is an instance or of a copy of a class?
Right again. Object is a valid answer.
Question number 25. An object is an actual representation of a dash.
Valid point. Class is true.
Question number 26. Which model does not follow Agile methodology?
Clear logic. Your choice, Rad, is sound and 100% true. Question number 27. What is the meaning of the word instantiation? Nice work. You chose to create an object and it is correct.
Question number 28. Behaviors of an object are implemented using.
You're right. Methods is the correct answer.
Question number 29. What is move in the following P1? Move.
Great thinking. Method is the right choice.
Question number 30. The data contained in a class is called dash.
Nice selection. Property is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 31. What is an instance of or a copy of a class?
Good thinking. Object is the right answer.
Question number 32. Which of the following best defines a class?
Excellent choice. Blueprint of an object is the right answer.
Question number 33. Constructors are called just once when dash.
Well reasoned. An object is being created is the correct choice.
Question number 34. An object of C++ class is also called as an.
Bravo. Instance is the answer.
Question number 35. Which definition best describes an object?
Valid point. Instance of a class is true.
Question number 36. Use the P1 object to print the value of X.
Nice selection. Class my class X equal to 5P1 equal to my class print is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 37. These have identity, state, and behavior.
You chose object, and it is correct.
Question number 38. What is the template of an object called?
Right again. Class is a valid answer.
Question number 39. Attributes of an object are also known as.
Great job. Properties is the accurate answer.
Question number 40. What object type handles Java's layouts?
Right choice. Layout Manager is the best answer.
Question number 41. How members are accessed with an object?
Well done. Using dot operator is the right choice.
Question number 42. A subroutine associated with an object.
Good job. Your answer method works well here.
Question number 43. Create an object of my class called P1.
Sharp thinking. Class my class X equal to 5P1 equal to my class is the right choice.
Question number 44. Procedural programming lays stress on.
Exactly. Functions make sense and it is right choice.
Question number 45. You can make changes to an object with.
Correct. Methods is the right answer.
Question number 46. Where an object of a class gets stored.
Smart move. Heap is an accurate answer.
Question number 47. Containing the elements of an object.
Clear logic. Your choice encapsulation is sound and 100% true.
Question number 48. What does the acronym OOP stand for?
Perfect. Object-oriented programming is the correct choice.
Question number 49. Refer to as a blueprint of an object.
You got it? Your choice class is right.
Question number 50. Object orientation is referred to as.
Correct response. Programming paradigm is the most accurate answer.
Question number 51. Dash is an object-oriented language. Great thinking. C++ is the right choice. Question number 52. Which statement is true about Java?
Well picked. Java is a platform-independent programming language is the correct answer.
Question number 53. The term count is an object of class.
Smart pick. OStream is the correct choice.
Question number 54. What is meant by properties in OOP?
Excellent. Data that can be stored in objects is a brilliant choice.
Question number 55. An object is again an instance of dash.
Strong choice. Class is the right answer.
Question number 56. What does a class represent in OOP?
You're right. A blueprint for creating objects is the correct answer.
Question number 57. Each object is responsible for dash.
Solid response. Its own data and the operations on the data is a valid choice.
Question number 58. What is meant by class in OOP-WP?
Nice work. You chose a template or blueprint for creating objects, and it is correct.
Question number 59. The concept of object-oriented is
On track. Inheritance, encapsulation, polymorphism is the correct answer.
Question number 60. The abbreviation of OOP is dash.
Nicely done. Object-oriented programming is a solid answer.
Question number 61. What is object-oriented design?
Correct response. Emphasis on defining objects and how they collaborate is the most accurate answer.
Question number 62. What is meant by method in OOP?
You're right. The behavior of an object is the correct answer.
Question number 63 contains attributes and methods.
Excellent choice. Class is the right answer.
Question number 64, TUS, which is not principle of OOP.
Great thinking. Object-oriented programming is the right choice.
Question number 65. Who invented Java programming?
Nicely done. James Gosling is a solid answer.
Question number 66. It is an instance of a class.
Well done. Object is the right choice.
Question number 67. 3. An object consists of dash.
Solid response. Both B and C is a valid choice.
Question number 68. What is an object in Python?
Bravo. An instance of a class is the answer.
Question number 69. The term OOP stands for dash.
Nice selection. Object-oriented programming is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 70. Constructors are used to.
You got it. Your choice, initialize a newly created object, is right.
Question number 71. In OOP, what is a class?
Well picked. A template for creating objects is the correct answer.
Question number 72. What is an attribute?
Well reasoned. A piece of data stored within an object is the correct choice.
Question number 73. OOP is short for dash.
Strong choice. Object-oriented programming is the right answer.
Question number 74. What is pseudocode?
Smart pick. statements in plain English is the correct choice?
Question number 75. What does OOP mean?
Excellent. A computer programming model that governs software design is a brilliant choice.
Question number 76. An object has dash. Valid point. All of these is true.
Question number 77. Count is a dash. Good thinking. Object is the right answer. Question number 78. OOP stands for
On track. Object-oriented programming is the correct answer.
Question number 79. C++ is a dash.
Good job. Your answer object-oriented programming language works well here.
Question number 80. What is
Clear logic. Your choice visual language is sound and 100% true.
Question number 81. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format?
Exactly. Contact Narayan Changda makes sense and it is right choice.